Greetings, Commandos. This is Pagan Horde, and we're looking at 47 in the Stackpole Cruise Misadventure. Now, would you please do some YouTube stuff before we go? Any buttons will do. It is important for a small channel like this one. So, what is the next step? The next step... full disclosure, I did one money mission before I passed the financial report, so that we can get a fresh batch of mission for this episode. But before we go on in, we're gonna check out the store. Then we're gonna do a wee bit of maintenance on mechs. I think we have a few ideas. What do we got in the Raven Alliance? Because we got all the way here, so that can check out this. Kid Fox, a Mad Dog, Novas, Stormcrow, large cam lasers, flange. Sure, these are great. 18 heat. 40 damage at 300 meters. Can be used with laser insulator. These guys, they don't, the clan ones don't have variable damage. That's amazing. Got a Streak LRM-20. Something I've always been, just always wanted to toy with. I'm gonna buy that.
New weapon systems available.
And unlimited streak ammo. Okay. Have a few.
New equipment
there we go.
Available.
Alright, but before we move along to further stuff, let's see what we can do with the bunch of mechs that we have here. We need to make some decisions. The first decision that I will make is say goodbye to Tabitha. Tabitha was our first heavy mech, and it worked out fine for a while, but it got completely obliterated. Its affinities are not the greatest, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you, my friend. We're gonna take all of your surviving gear, put it somewhere else. Okay, so the Tempest is working quite well, but it is hot. Just surprisingly, because according to this, it has a heat delta of only 2. Only 2. Just that as soon as we go to a hot environment, or there's more weather thingy, because there's always a weather thingy now, that adds heat. Well, only 10% of the minus 84, now you're getting 10 heat delta. You're in theory fine, but all the crap the game throws at us these days, not that much. I mean, the simple thing would probably be to add a cool shot. There we go. Only this is minus 6 heat per turn. And when I had it, I don't see a difference of 2. Anyway, maybe the cool shot is a simple solution, and that should make you a wee bit more heat efficient. Right. See how that goes.
I'll get it in the schedule.
All right, the Timby. Reading the comments, there was a lot of suggestions, lots of things that were very good ideas. Let's see what we can do. Maybe the Streak LRM we just got thing. Also pointed out that there's the heatsink plus 5 in here. Added up a little bit of weight. So you're at 30 tons if we don't max armor. That's an armor of 1200. Okay. Well, these large cam laser clan that we just got. Why don't we start with that? Those are heat efficient. To compare them to the Innosphere variant. The Innosphere is 3 tons, a bit less heat, but they do have a damage variation of 9. Just spitballing here, but if we go double large cam, Then we do Streak LRMs. With quadruple large cam lasers and streak LRMs, we're gonna have good range. Plenty of accuracy bonuses. Put on the lower arm for the +1 accuracy. If we go thing like Predator is the shit. Gonna start stacking accuracy. Omnipod +1, Streak +1, Predator +2. Starting to stack up. I need, how about the heat? Heat is at 80. Think that hot? 15s? That up. Alright. How much of these guys we're gonna need? This 40 shots, so that will be 10 Alpha Strike. Almost enough. When it comes to Streak, be at least 3 bins for 13. That would be 12 Alpha Strike. If we... Your heat efficiency would not be great, though. Combination. Alright, so if we throw out the inner sphere one, guard -6, but it's still not that much damage. That would be 150, 230, but it does have range though. It does have range. This back. Oh, you're at -36. And instead of other large cam laser, maybe regular laser. Like mediums. You're at 4. These are almost the same reach as a large laser cam. Now you're almost 300 potential damage. Accurate damage. Perfect world, we would put all of this in a case too. If I dare put it in the same spot and double heatsink here, do I have a case too? So, we would be cased. Be okay with heat-ish. Just turn off one medium, it's getting spicy. If the streaks don't work, I can simply go back to regular LR. I just want to try it and stack the accuracy. See if they are viable. Finder is my personal classic. Let's put on the recon, because the recon will count as a probe. Weak probe, but a probe nonetheless. Now, you would have no Guardian ECM, though. Would have been nice. But this is just another bit of a slapdash, but I'm really curious to see if the streak actually, in terms of accuracy and all that. Because, yes, if they miss, they don't fire. But if they hit all of the missile hits, could be good. Maybe I can afford to have one less bin of ammo if you expect to miss from time to time and not fire. Yeah, maybe I can afford one less. And give you the Guardian. I'm gonna try it like that. May not be great, but we're gonna try it. Okay. Choice.
On it. I'll let you
Very
know
well,
when
what
that's
else can we improve? Scourge works. Got a pink mech. Scourge works, but let's be honest, the DFA is unimpressive. Call it that. DFA is very impressive. Close the machine gun. Let's be honest, we're not dealing with a lot of battle armor these days. But you're running hot when you're firing these lasers because of your stealth. But think, I think simply adding more cooling would be better for you. I think it'll be much. Maybe we can add 1/2 a ton of AMS ammo. There we go. Or maybe instead case as well. Because as we've seen with the Mad Dog, you have to eat true armor critical with a Gauss. If you don't have your case, get unlucky, you can go kablooey. Let's do that. Wrong with... Oh, I don't have clan armor. I only give you regular. Not as good. Have to do. Okay.
logged and
Still gonna be very mobile, and now he's gonna be able to fire his weapon more often. So he's gonna be less useless if he cannot DFA. Nova Cat. The Nova Cat still needs a lot of things to make it quite top. In the perfect world, I would have turret mounts. Add the accuracy of the Rack 5, and I will also have a ballistic fire control system. I mean, your problem is that you don't have enough room because of the industrial TSM. Do we have a recoil? We don't have ballistic. Perhaps it would be a good idea to go battle instead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to give us 4 spots. I have 5 spots for battle computer. Maybe going down the computer route would be better for you. Let's give it a little try right here. Let's remove the modular armor as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go to MK2, we go oil. That's the big one. Long range. We want this ballistic. And extreme range if we can. Still running in the same problem that you're... yeah, we can't fill you up. But I wonder, with just having the recoil long range MK1 gonna be more efficient. Leave it with the clan, and since the recon is fine. Or we could just abandon the concept of doing a handheld. Could abandon it altogether, because until we get a battle rifle or something better. Because the concept with this guy was to give him a battle rifle in his hand, so it would have essentially 3 rack 5 if we ever get a battle rifle, but these things are rare. I found some in our online playthrough, but... And the thing is, the other possibility, because he has 21 ton of carry weight, to have a handheld rack 2 in both hands. I'm gonna go 4 racks. Fucking funny. But it's hard to find all the parts I need. Quite hard. This. I think the battle computer route is actually a good idea. Give you back the... Now you have 2 tons left for 1 slot. Right, well, we're gonna keep the last one for a ballistic battle computer. We're gonna try you that way. I'm still gonna hold down for the perfect handheld for you. The other option is just to put the racks into your arm and fuck this. The handheld situation. You know, handheld Ultra AC2, Ultra 20 is nothing to sneeze at. A wee bit short range. Other thing that could fill you up would be upper recoil. I don't have any of that. I have this though. If I cannot be used when industrial. Yeah, upper recoil plus on both arms would, and that would fill out our last weight. Let's try it with the battle computer route and see how it goes. I know.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Last but not least, we do have a Rifleman 3, and we do have sort of the budget to make him now. Do we have guns that actually works with this fellow? Maybe. Go the Gauss route. In a perfect world, we would have Gauss accuracy, but if we go Predator, I mean, we do have Risk Silver Bullet Gauss. Amazing. I would have loved to do a twin Risk Heavy Silver Bullet Gauss build. But until we do, give him a hack 30. Have a ammo to use heavy Gauss ammo, if I even have that. I don't. That answers that. We have one double bin 30. That would almost be enough for this. I mean, we've got our twin Ultra 5 now. Ultra 5 is really old, reliable, 90 damage at the same range as LRM. Only 2 recoil. I mean, the Ultra 5 is a reliable workhorse, low heat, incredible weapon. And maybe this. That will be cool if we can make it fit. In a perfect world, I would have 4 Ultra 5. Would be almost 400 damage spam. Can we make that work? Let's see. Gonna need a big engine. 55 gives you 6.4. 4 is quite reasonable. Go do all the weight saving typical shenanigan. I mean, gotta fit ammo, but almost works. Wish I could use this. It would have been nice like that. Like this, it's already not too shabby. I have the amp. I mean, Light SC5 at this point in the playthrough, not that great. Could work. Or, out. That's 50, 50, 90, 90. With almost 300. 80. Then we have 100 of missile. That's for almost 500 Alpha Strike in theory, with range, and it fits. Do we have the ammo necessary to feed all those monsters? That is the next question. We have double of this, with 50 shots. Enough. Just one of these will do the trick. This is 30 shots. $75 shots. Perfect would have been one of these and one, maybe a half one. But it's gonna be a double. It's gonna have too much AC2 ammo, but then we need at least 4 bins of LRM. And even maybe Artemis them. Four bins of Plan LRM. Works. Works. If we get a Gyro XL, we could give you a bit more weight to put on more stuff. For now. Now. How are we on the... Heat Delta. Doom that we have. I mean, you have no electronics and you have no AMS or gizmo. Works. Does work. Until we get you plants. Okay. Well, I believe that will be it for now. There's going to be room for improvement on that one as well, of course. We're not done tinkering with this guy. But this is a long distance, almost 500 damage alpha strike of die now, please. And it will do just fine for now. There you go. I'm gonna give you a AR-24 until then. That will do. It's a weak, very weak DPM and everything, but will do. I like these stats here. 180, 120. I think that will do. Okay. You're unoptimized, of course. In a perfect world, you would have upper, would have maybe turret mounts. I mean, the Ultra IC2 are not the greatest thing in the world either. You're not perfect, but it'll do for the Stackpole crew. There we go. 5.6 million. Ow. That would be our first assault on the field. That would not be too bad. All right, well, we're gonna move timeline and get these guys back online. We're gonna see what kind of other shenanigans we can get ourselves into. Now let's try to do mission for our allies so that we can get more stuff off the battlefield. This here at over 6 potential salvage, 3 million. I think that will be good. It's a 14. Against government though, government stuff isn't the greatest, but we're gonna get to recoup some of these losses. What's what? Before I forget though. Before I forget. Need some engineering. This crew is far from having finished its upgrade, so let's do that. That's the thing about having two career at the same time. I kind of sometimes forget which one is which. Well, the Stackpole crew is not done upgrading. Must not forget to keep. Alright, sure. Out. One of these units is go. So, do we replace Glitch is injured. Let's try the new Timby. Who shall pilot the Timby? Asmodeus would be. There you go. Right, I believe this will be a nice little blackout. Hopefully. Maybe. Be determined. See you guys in a moment. Alright, Royals. Let's go.
Command interface initiated.
Ooh, but night. Okay. Very deep night. We have allies. Seen allies in some time. And a support lancer. Okay, we got Horde carriers. Manticores. LRM carriers. A full vehicle crew ally. Alright, sure. Target is here. Have a support lance. Be determined.
On my way.
Pet peeve of these missions is often, support lance is all over the place.
Location confirmed.
We'll see.
On my
See how
way.
it goes with that one.
Rolling. Move into position.
Don't even see them right now. Weird.
What's the plan?
Yeah, more vehicle. That's a savage. I thought the shape here almost vehicle. Savage Coyote is a 1200 heavy mech. Okay. Stormcrow. That's a well-equipped government to have Stormcrows and these. That's good for us because we're gonna get salvage.
Understood. Moving
Oop.
fast.
It's our green line. A week.
I hear ya.
I loose.
Got it.
Maybe.
Max speed, no shooting.
9 or 10. What do you got there, buddy? Gauss MRM 40. That twin MRM 40. That could be problematic. Ag 30. So well equipped. I want that.
You.
Alright, well the good news is we're gonna get good salvage if I've question if so our allies can waste their ammo.
I'm receiving you.
Still only 2 of them.
What's up, boss?
Could be only 2. There's a small chance. Does happen sometime.
Hauling out.
Ah, hello. This
Firing on
Fujin.
target.
That's gonna be hard to hit in 8 time.
Damn it.
Belted vehicle.
Waiting for orders.
So that was the green line. Briefly saw. There's the other one. Okay, it's a twin VTOL. That's actually hit chances. Another rear attack. Look at those Speak LRM with weapon accuracy.
All weapons supplied.
See that Timby will be viable after all. So, at the 12 initiative, we have some of these fellows hopefully do something. So, I will not be that fire on that one, so I'm actually going to reserve.
Holding for the
Let
right
it take its turn at 11, and maybe it's get from there. Ooh, mortar carrier for the win. Thank you, sir. Allies are useful. Not a surprise. Alright, Fujin just stayed there. Great for us. Ooh. True armor damage on that bastard. Well, sir, you made yourself a definite priority now.
Yes.
Twin MRM 40 Gauss rifle. That's some pretty darn good firepower.
Roger that.
I suppose our ally have some armor fighting. That's why. Yeah.
How might I help?
So speaking of armor, weak SRM could have a chance to hit.
Confirm.
Very good.
Receiving you.
Tempest, try your best. It's not going to be great, I assume. That's actually not too shabby.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
There we go. Great start.
Tech destroyed. Standing by.
Sir, can wait at the position.
Yes, Commander.
Speaking of position, let's go.
On my way.
Hello. What you doing? So this poor fellow has initiative of 9, so I'm fairly certain I'll be able to fire. before he gets a chance. I mean, I can do some NLRM.
Roger that.
Sure if it's gonna be
Firing on
useful.
target.
If I fire on the back with the bandit.
Yep.
But, you know, we can test our accuracy.
On
See how
my
it
way.
goes.
Double time.
At a 43.
Locking all weapon systems.
They're working.
Standing by.
Alright, so... Assuming we can kill that one with this bandit. The other fellow, however, is pretty high up there. It's gonna be hard to reach. So, I'm gonna assume the position with you as well.
Confirmed.
And, I'm gonna be certain to say goodbye to you.
I think things are going swimmingly, don't you?
One on top, it's gonna be hard to reach. Alright. Oh, if it can shoot us, it means we can shoot back. Theory. First. Goodbye, Mr. Coyote.
All weapon
Huh. It's
critical hit.
brilliant
Commander.
fellow art. Well, we sent 2 people to make sure. But please don't make him fall, so now his back would be obstructed. Make him fall. Yeah. Oh.
I'm under.
Now I cannot fire on his back. Well. I know it's a big ask, because, you know, vanilla game has been that. Whatever, would it be possible sometimes for a mech to fall?
Ready for orders. Let's see what this.
Alright, so
baby
this
can
fellow is going to be hard to reach. Bother this. Since we are doing well, maybe we can afford to proc the objective right away. Instead of waiting for this guy. He's getting up. Not very successful with the MRM. Our AMS helped. Turn this back to... What? We're gonna get him. I'm gonna fire right away because I don't think with the minimum distance of the bandit I'll be able to get in back.
Target acquired.
It was not necessary.
Enemy down.
Wink. Tandem MRM ammo, that's what hurt us before. I hope that you have some Apollo ammo for them. That's the one I'm chasing.
Orders.
Ah! I have an angle.
Double time. Let's go. Giving them
Great one.
everything I've got.
An angle.
Good to go.
Don't mind if I do. It's gonna be a bit long range for our... I have to go
Got it.
frontal, but not too bad of a range.
Orders.
Maybe we can afford to proc the base then.
Copy that.
There you go. Hi there.
Firing all weapons.
For lower hit chance and not in the back, but nonetheless. We're going to scratch and dime him to death, I think. Hey, the Timby's got an angle.
No
Nice.
shooting. Just running. Got it.
Timby. 40-50. But it works.
What can I do for
Full
you?
fire, can you reach as well? There you go.
Special delivery.
Dead by 1,000 guts, but we're gonna get you. You're gonna be LRM'd to death, pretty much. Please, one more attack of Tag 30, but we're good.
How's it going?
You're good. Ah, now we have the Orion. Well then, sir.
On it.
Close enough to be Orion.
I think I hit something good.
And there you go. Alright. So. That by 1000 LRM. It worked. Then I believe we can just base now.
Don't need to tell me.
1 out of 2. 2.
On my way.
We got the turret. Okay. Turrets are not a huge deal. Place ourselves around.
Order received.
Location confirmed. Heading out. I believe let's get this done.
Turrets are kind of the easy one. LRM standard.
You have orders?
This is a LRM heavy. Sure.
Awaiting orders.
Not that I mind. LRM.
Yes, Commander. Okay, everybody.
Yes, Commander.
Missiles have become my de facto favorite weapon.
Waiting on you, Commander.
One thing that hasn't been nerfed. Works. Point and shoot.
No sweat.
Does damage.
Yes, Commander.
Charge. The lols. 650 damage for a fucking charge. I'm not gonna take this 100 self damage.
On my way.
Don't need it. Can just finish these guys like this.
Target eliminated.
650 damage for a charge. Charge might be
Ready for
tad.
Roger.
Alright, let's finish off this one. Top.
Give them everything they've got. One less turret. What do you need?
Asmodeus. That
Move
one.
into Position. Fire all weapons.
Here you go. Full alpha strike. 180
Standing by.
damage. That will.
Target's taking a critical hit.
I'm fairly sure, especially with the allies, that we'll wrap this up quickly. Go. Then I'll make a cut for you guys. You can get the walking simulator.
Commander.
Go up there.
Orders.
Have target.
Bracing for impact.
Nice little easy mission is exactly what Doctor
Bye.
I'm quite happy about. Kick it and overkill
Engaging.
because we can. Yeah. Very well, so kick a cut here. And I'll see you guys in a moment when we are. Allies will up there. Up here. In a moment. Right, we are ready at round 18 to get it done. So let's select one of our bandits, because that counts as. And anyone. Oh, the other one. The other one can do it. All right.
Got it.
What do we got? Ambush. Okay. Okay. Ambush, joust. Palisade. Lindworm. Gallant. Another all vehicle. Okay.
Right,
Well.
Commander.
All vehicles tend to have less in salvage
Affirmative.
blunt. This is disappointing. But we will do our best. Let's go. Yeah.
On it.
At least the first wave of support lands had some good. And probably still make a good haul. Gallant is pretty well armored. They have spawn protection,
Right opportunity.
form of 12 evasion. So we're gonna play the wait game. We're gonna hope that they just go and turn around and kill some. We have a chance, like this guy with guided bomb, could do a lot of damage. That.
Losing armor.
Waiting for
Right, but now we can shoot at the bomber at least. Move much. There we go. Now we can get him. It's working. Not the greatest mech I've ever fielded, but it works. Alright, some LRM shenanigans, so that's good. Gallant,
What can I
not
do
very
for you?
impressive.
Uh-huh.
Catapult, 92%.
You betcha.
And a small laser hit.
Let's get
It was
fired up.
enough.
There's
Alright, well, the good news that this flyer didn't move and
Hey there.
went to 10 evasion, so he was fire upon. Other two, the Palisade, don't look too dangerous either. Fairly sure we're gonna get this.
Affirmative.
We hit the Gallant on the side, probably hit a bit over the place, but nonetheless, it's getting opened. What about the Joust? Joust will. There's some mortar on our allies.
reporting.
Okay.
Damn it.
You have orders?
The golems, you don't have an angle at the moment.
Reserving action.
Woohoo! Mortar carrier for the win.
Reporting heavy
Now the cool
fire.
things, and I have to be absolutely honest here and give credit when credit is due, is that our ally actually followed us up here, which would have never happened before in previous version of Roguetech. Allies would just stay down here and not do much. They actually followed us all the way through up here. Amazing.
Waiting for
So,
orders.
shout out where shout out is due. The AI for allies is now amazing.
Position confirmed.
There you go. Let's go hit that joust.
Commander?
This other bandit. Cool. Try to hit the Gallant on the same flank.
Locking in. All weapons.
Good to go.
Triceratops, be yourself.
Confirmed.
Alright, there goes the most armored one, the Gallant.
Mech destroyed.
Alright, now we got that Palisade. Ally, pardon me. For the next few episodes, I'm gonna try to raise the difficulty level a little bit, so that we can go over in higher tier of difficulty and see how it performs. Right now, this is a 14 difficulty. Still getting a lot of basic vehicle, I would say. Want better salvage, we're gonna have to crank it open a wee bit, I think. 99.
I copy.
Go. Crack this a bit. Yeah. Yeah, the allies are much more... Great. Credit what credit is due. It's easier to notice things that you than things that are improved. You know, observation bias and all that.
That would be
But
a kill.
ally AI is really awesome. Oh, we now have enough turrets.
We
Okay.
can do this. Let's go.
Well, that should be in minor. They're all one mortar turrets with mortar 8 clan. Of that.
Come on, mech warriors. It's go time.
Waiting for orders.
Ooh, that's awesome. The last turrets will maybe give us goddamn clan order.
Roger.
Awesome. Alright, but I'm still gonna make a cut here because, you
Solid
know,
connection on that one.
popping up, and I'll see you guys in a moment. When I skull crypts 3 million and a quarter, cover losses from building the Rifleman 3, 6 million cost. Everyone performed quite well on that one. We're all good. But let's see what we got. Last minute turrets gave us a bit of mortar. I hope we can salvage them. Hope that's gonna work. Stormcrow, packet. Disassemble all right away. Let's see. Gunnery. Bomb guided. Those are awesome. They have 2 evasion ignore and 2 accuracy. They're the shit. Pulse rifle twice. RM20 twice. We have 2 as a backup. Alright, well, actually, salvage and loot is quite excellent. Oh, so only a mortar 4 survived out of... Yeah, no mortar 8 for us. A Savage Coyote was an 85. Oh, it's sniper. Long range accuracy. Omni Sniper. Huh. To start, Savage Coyote, bad reputation. It's Twitter. But suffered from the fatal flaw of always being ready to explode. Like explosions. I guess we do. Freak arms. Alright, well there's a lot of good stuff here. Surprisingly liking this Savage Coyote. I mean, description is if you like explosions. That's perfect for us. Critical is also awesome. Well, if we don't have the mortar, I'm gonna take these battle computers. Gauss Rifle Clan. RM20. All good stuff, but they're good stuff that are relatively common. So we're gonna take these two. We're gonna take the piece of the Savage Coyote. His Stackpole crew is gotta have something that, if you like explosion, use this mech. I mean, come on. It's in the name. And it has a sniper quirk, which is one of my favorite quirk. The one that we have on the Orion with the long range accuracy. Extreme range accuracy. Stack a Predator like on this one, you can fire at long range with no problem. Or extreme range even. Yeah, let's go with that. I want the Savage Coyote now. The rest of these folks I'm less interested. They are large. We have 4 in stock, we're okay. Machine gun array. Let's keep it. Mortar 4, let's keep it. This we're good. Good. just bought plans. RM streak. We have 0. I'm gonna take it. Do use some of that sometimes and have backups. This was actually very interesting in the end there. Very interesting salvage. Really intrigued by that Savage Coyote, and I hope we can find some. I'll see you guys in a moment. 8 days of repair, no stress here. That actually worked out quite well for us. We got the money, got some few interesting salvage. We didn't take any real damage, so we're kind of very good. We're in a better place now. The Timby, it's not the greatest thing I've ever created, but it's gonna work. Let me know in the comments what you think about our Timby. I think it's gonna perform just fine as a generic mech until we can get some more interesting loadout. You know also what you think in the comments of the Rifleman 3. I think it's a not bad combination, but in the future, if we get more parts, maybe I'm gonna remove the twin Ultra 2 and add a third Ultra 5 instead. Then maybe give him a C3 Master and some more gear. Be our C3 Master in the back. That could also be a very viable role. Zombie.
Commander.
So I think that's what we're gonna go with. Let me know in the comments what you think of our new mechs. And I will think that's it for this episode. So please do some YouTube stuff. Any buttons will do. And I will see you next time while we try to keep on improving the difficulty, getting more challenging. I think we are ready now. We're getting back into a better place. See you next time. Thank you.